Let's get going.
Yes, sir.
What makes you fascinated with new builds?
One of the reasons why I like new construction is simply for the simple fact that you can buy quality. If I'm going to buy my forever home, I'm going to spend that money on quality, the layout that I want. I'm going to pay attention to the functionality of the house, how I'm going to live in that bad boy. That's what I really say because, it can be pretty, but not functionable, and then it could be pretty and not designed well. So I teach my clients to look for these things when we're shopping new construction.
Do many of your clients even consider new construction at first without you bringing it to them?
No, ironically, most people do go toward the existing homes because I don't know, maybe that's just what they're pushed toward all the time. And I know price point sometimes in most cases are where, a new build may seem out of reach, so to speak. But if you're right sizing or upsizing, new construction should be the first thing that you do.
Do you think that a buyer that's coming with $1 million budget should get exactly what they want in a house and not settle for what the other person wanted?
Sure, yes. Here in Michigan, we're still under the national average. $1 million can take you a long way in this Metro Detroit market. I mean, in some areas you can even get near water or on water, which that's not really doable in most states and different things. So yeah, today, I mean, even $1 million could still get you exactly what you want if you buy it smartly.
What type of buyer would be looking at new construction?
Someone that has done their research on what's suitable and functionable for them as a household. I think that's who buys new construction.
What do you think that they like the most when they walk in the door?
It's hard to beat that two-story foyer. It's just hard to do. I think the foyer opens the house up a little bit.
Nice wide open layout.
Yeah.
Open floor plan.
Yeah, that's been popular in a lot of the models that we show.
The tall ceilings with a lot of
ceilings. Yes.
You're not closed in just above your head.
Yes. And that gets into what you was asking, like, the quality and the lighting, even in this house, the windows are placed right, the lighting and different things, and it's open. And I think that's what people like nowadays. So the openness of the house and that foyer sets the tone.
Do you think that a lot of people would like maintenance-free living, like such in this place? It's an association?
Yes.
As opposed to a neighborhood street with a house?
Yes, I believe that they do. And there's a lot of reasons why, especially in regards to people that have owned before. You realize, when you first get your house, you realize, okay, I'll cut grass for a minute. After 10, 15 years, I've cut enough yards and shoveled enough snow. I got other things I can do with my life. So in that regards, it's definitely convenient for someone to buy hands-off new construction.
And I would say that when people notice that there's an HOA fee, I think they just really need to understand that that's freeing your time up, which is the most valuable thing that there is.
It is.
And when your time's free to not have to do any outside maintenance and you can live your life how you want to do it.
Yes.
That's worth one day a week for sure.
It is.
And then some,
It is. Especially if your lifestyle is busy and you're moving around a lot and you have things to do, kids, work, career, business. Do you want to cut the grass or do you want to, spend time with the family?
Amount of daytime that you have with your family.
Exactly.
You need to spend it with them.
Yes, not out taking a whole Saturday morning to cut grass and different things like that. I've learned, being a homeowner, for a few years now, it's not that important to me at this stage of my life, So yeah, I'm not against HOAs. I understand the usefulness of them.
I think that's one thing that a buyer should understand is that
Yeah.
that's freeing your time up.
Yes, it is. It is.
And so, how much more energy efficient is a new build as opposed to an old existing home?
It depends on the builder and the materials and the systems that they use to make the house energy efficiency.
Would you say on these luxury builds that they go above and beyond in making that envelope super tight to get the best energy efficiency possible?
Yes, I would say that, definitely. If you're saving money on energy and doing those things that make the house more efficient, that's part of what you're buying. The bells and the whistles are pretty to look at, but also the structure and how it's built, that's important too, in the long run.
So, what would you tell other agents out there who never would consider new construction?
This is a demographic that is underserved. There's still a lot of room, and we're still in the early onset, but the nation housing market is short. A lot of supply, so it's not just luxury build. It's other custom builds and spec homes that are that should be on people's mind. Give the people what they want. Essentially, that's what new construction means to me. If you like quality, good design, good layout, functionality, new construction is the way to go.
Well, Montel, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today about this. What could you tell your potential buyers that see you out there to come to attract them to these homes?
Call me. I'll show you better than I can tell you.